fun that we've all given up these rules that we used to follow, like can't wear white after Labor Day or black and brown together and that kind of thing. But there's still rules that I feel like people follow, or they just subconsciously follow. I mentioned a lot of them in this video right here. I definitely suggest going and watching that one. I did it a few months ago. Anyway, in this video, I've got some different rules that I feel like we should all kind of like know they're there and know that we really don't need to abide by these for the spring and summer or any time of year. This video is also sponsored by Scentbird. We will talk more about them in a moment. The first rule that we need to break is I feel like people think that you can't look expensive if you're wearing bold colors. Now, of course, the easiest way to look expensive is to wear neutrals. And to pair neutrals together, they just always look very chic and expensive, especially if you want to look expensive on a budget. Neutrals are just they're just very much the way to go. But you can still look expensive wearing red and blues and purples and lilacs. And when we say look expensive, I think we all mean, or what I mean anyway, is just to look elevated and chic and like just very put together, and like your outfit is a quality outfit. I think a beautiful red pant can look very elegant and chic. I think a red dress can look beautiful. I think the thing here is just you have to take it one step further. When you're trying to look expensive, you really need to focus on the fit of everything. Things are really like not quite fitting that well. It can be more obvious in bright and bold colors. So you just really want to make sure that your item fits you really well and is not like, there's not strings hanging off or the stitching is really funky or anything like that. And then you just want to make sure that it's not 5 or 6 colors all paired together in one outfit. That can look like something else, maybe very fashionista, but if you're looking for that like elevated, you know, intentional, polished look, I would try to stick with 1, maybe 2 colors in your outfit. My favorite would be to have 1 bold color and have everything else kind of be the supporting role. But I don't think anyone should think, oh, I want to look, you know, elevated and look expensive and polished and chic, so I need to get rid of all of my loud colors. I don't think that's the case. This one has come from my comment section, and I think I've read it a few places as well. But some people think that jeans are not classy. Now, here's my thing with jeans. First of all, I do think jeans are classy. If you're going to a wedding or some kind of event or somebody's party that's, you know, a little more on the up and up, and you wear jeans, that's not classy. That's kind of disrespectful because someone is getting married or they're creating this beautiful event and you show up in jeans. It's like, unless it was like a barbecue or something, I feel like you should not wear jeans. That's not classy. It's just not a classy thing to do. If you're just wearing jeans as part of a casual outfit for your day-to-day activities or going out to eat or attending a casual event, I think jeans can be styled to look very classy. I think when they become unclassy is when you wear them to an event with a dress code or somewhere that requires a more formal outfit. But I would not want anyone to ever not wear jeans or be like, oh, I can't wear jeans because I want to be classy, but like jeans are apparently not classy, so I'll just get rid of those. No, please don't do that. There's very much, it depends on the occasion, and it also depends on if you like wearing jeans. I do think they are a very casual item, but sometimes casual is what the occasion calls for. So now I want to talk about Scentbird, and if you haven't heard of Scentbird, they are a designer fragrance subscription service. You get a 30-day supply of a designer fragrance for only $17 a month. With Scentbird, you can try out a new fragrance, and of course, if you love it, you could go buy the bigger bottle, but what I like to do is I just like the variety and not having to commit to a huge expensive bottle. I also like that these are small and secure enough to travel with. One of the scents I have for this month is a beautiful scent called Acqua di Parma. It's a super light, like summery scent. Dolce by Dolce&Gabbana has always been one of my favorite go-to scents. I feel like it's more for like a summer night out. Another fresh summer scent I have is Odyssey by Maison 21G. Very fresh, salty mineral scent, perfect for summertime. And they're super easy to use. You can turn it in the lock position and then it won't spray, and then you can turn the on position and then it will spray. If you want to give Scentbird a try, you can get 55% off your first month with my link in the description box. And now let's continue. This one I've mentioned before, but I was reminded of it because a picture came up on my, where Facebook shows you pictures from 30 years ago, like, hey, memory lane or whatever it's called. And this picture came up and it was before I had kids. I was in amazing shape. I was in better shape then than I am now. I was thinner then than I am now. But this was before high-waisted jeans became a thing. Like, no one was wearing high-rise at all. They just basically didn't exist. Everyone was wearing mid-rise, and mid-rise on me is like the worst thing ever. It squeezes me on the stomach area where I gain most of my weight. So I would wear these oversized tops with my skinny jeans because I wanted to hide the muffin top thing I had going on. And it wasn't even a very big muffin top. Like, it was just like, but I had like these little rolls that I was trying to hide. Well, as you can see in the picture, I was not doing myself any favors at all. And so the rule that we think we need to follow is we need to wear oversized or like really oversized in order to hide our problem areas. Now, I'm not saying you should go the opposite route and get something that's skin tight, you know, or something you feel really uncomfortable in. But what I should have done is probably get a little bit bigger size in my jeans. And that way the mid-rise would not be quite so fitted along my midsection. And then wear a more body skimming top. That would have been better. Now, of course, maybe a couple, 3 years later, high rise became like, you know, super trendy and everything became high rise. And that solved all my problems because I love high rise. It takes care of all that. In your case, if you do this, I would suggest trying out some more body skimming styles instead of trying to just cover yourself up in oversized or loose fit. This is something you have to play around with. It's very individual. You know, go into a store and really play around with different sizes. I think body skimming and kind of going that route can be a lot more flattering on most bodies than just trying to cover everything up. From the time I was a wee little Anna, I always knew that black goes with everything. When in doubt, just put it with black because black goes with everything. And black does go with everything, but does it look the best with everything? Black tends to grab a color and just kind of pull it down into its black hole a little bit. That's a terrible analogy, but you can see by my examples that putting a color with white actually highlights the color. It makes it look more vibrant. This isn't always the case, and there's a lot of times where black does look best. I've been really personally loving a black top, you know, a light bottom and black shoes, that kind of sandwich look. I love that. I've always said that I feel like black shoes become part of your outfit, which sometimes you want them to be part of your outfit. But if you don't want them to be part of your outfit and you really want to highlight your clothing part, then I would stick with some kind of nude sandal or nude shoe. But when you have a color and you're like, what do I wear this color? I would try white. White or cream can just make it look a lot more vibrant and highlight that color a lot more so than black. Another rule that some people follow, it might be a personal preference thing, but people think that if you have belt loops in your pants, you need to wear a belt. Like 100% of the time. If there's belt loops, you must wear a belt. And I do see the reasoning there, and sometimes it does look like you're missing your belt. But for me, I feel like there's sometimes, like with my jeans, I'll wear my jeans and a button down, or maybe not a button down, but just a jeans and a top, and putting on a belt feels too formal. And what I like better is doing my jeans and just the button up and no belt. So my travel outfit for my trip, I'll show you my travel outfit. And I just feel like a belt would be like too much because I'm just traveling. I'm just like want to be relaxed, you know? I have these trouser pants and sometimes I like it with a belt and sometimes I like it without a belt. It just really depends on my mood and what I'm doing. So this is another one I've seen commented a few times, and this, I guess, just needs to be a personal preference, but it's definitely not a rule. And so the rule that needs to be broken is that you can't mix like white and cream or different shades of white together, or different shades of brown, or different shades of black even. I remember this used to drive me crazy, and I can't be the only one, where you're trying to get your outfit ready for school or something, because it was a long time ago, and you're like, does this black match this black? Like, oh, I don't know. And that still bothers me for certain outfits, but if it's like a gray black and a black, I feel like it looks great together. It looks more three-dimensional. Maybe put on a black belt or something. I feel like that can look really pretty. I don't think it needs to be exactly the same. Whites, I think whites of different shades look beautiful together. That is a personal preference. Some people, it might be like, oh, this really bothers me. But for me, I love cream and beige together, off-white and white together. I feel like that can just look really interesting. I've mentioned before that my go-to outfit in the spring and summer is monochrome, and often that is different shades of brown together or different shades of rust. I've even done different shades of pink, different shades of blue, different shades of orange. I'm very much here for the different shade thing. I almost like it. I think I do like it a lot better even than the exact same color. I just feel like, again, it looks more interesting. That's just my personal preference. I hope you like this video. Feel free to add any that you have. Definitely check out this video for some more outdated fashion rules. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you didn't. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.